can't believe you and me are saying goodbye again.
Maybe it won't be for long. I mean, you know, that's where you were yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's easy to get into wishful thinking, isn't it? Given the situation.
You could try and be a bit positive.
Yeah, I suppose. Otherwise, I'm contemplating you being, I don't know, how big by the time I get out.
Rona's statements will help.
Yeah, it's more than I deserve. I did mean what I said. Yeah, and I hope you know I'm really grateful.
I did what I could. There's a lot riding on this.
Well, if the judge comes down hard, it won't be because you haven't tried. Actually, there's a little part of me, after everything Gus put us through.
Have you thought about afterwards, once he gets out? Ivy might not recognise him.
If he gets a long stretch, we'll just have to take her to visit. You know, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's better than no contact at all. I mean, what happens then? He doesn't know her, she doesn't know him, they have no kind of relationship.
Yeah.
Well, you've done the same, you've tried to help, what else can you do?
I was married to Gus for a short time. We didn't have children together. I know how hard that was for him. And I understand that this is what drove him to take the action that he did. I have been able to come to terms... I'm sorry. Sorry. I can't do this.
Is there a problem?
This isn't true.
If Miss Goskirk is retracting her statement, I'd request that we adjourn so she can submit a new one.
I'm not sure we need to waste time. Miss Goskirk, are you prepared to speak to this now?
Yes.
Let's hear what she has to say. Please proceed.
Your Honor, I need you to understand how it feels when you realise you have no control over your own life. Gus had those embryos kept frozen for years without my consent. Then when he showed up to tell me, he just expected me to accept it. And he was only telling me because now he wanted to use them. I was too shocked to object. He'd done it, you know. And even then I thought, well, maybe I should help him. I felt like I owed him that much. Anyway, I came to my decision, but it wasn't the decision that Gus wanted. So, he just went ahead regardless. I didn't matter. Then, he stole my identity. When I found out about that, I felt violated. I had said no. You know, I think I'm still dealing with the emotional fallout from that. Anyway, we only learned they were having the baby by accident. So he had stolen my identity, and now it felt like he was stealing my child. And okay, you know, I know that technically she wasn't mine, so I tried to stay away. But Ivy was mine. And she had no mummy because Lucy, and I'm so sorry about what happened to Lucy, but how could you just leave Ivy like that?
Miss Goskirk, please do not address the defendant directly.
Sorry, I apologise. Anyway, what was I supposed to do? Just leave her like Gus had? So, Ivy came to us. To me. And I started to love her. Really, really love her. How could I not? You know, she's part of me. Anyway, Gus came back, and he pretty much demanded to take her. You know, after everything he'd put us through, he said he wanted to step up and be her daddy, and oh, he was taking her abroad. He had decided he was taking her, and he was saying that I was an unfit mother, and then I was arrested and charged with kidnapping my own child. Don't look at me like that, because you know that's what happened.
Miss Goskirk.
So sorry. Right, well, here's where I do get to take control, by telling the truth. nearly destroyed me. Nearly destroyed my family. And that's not just me. That's my mum, and my husband, and my 2 other children. And what I hope happens to him. Sorry, no, that's not for me to say. I just need you to understand what he did to me, to us. And I don't think we will ever get over it.
You have pleaded in mitigation that extreme circumstances caused you to act irrationally. A moment of madness, if you will.
I had to.
You could have mentioned it to me.
This does not ring true, in my opinion. As Miss Goskirk has reminded us, you kept the embryos viable for several years. You stole her passport and fabricated the application to the fertility clinic. A calculated act. Following treatment, your wife's pregnancy ran for 7 months without you bringing the truth to light. That's a very long and rational moment, Mr. Malcolms.
I couldn't read out that statement. It was a lie.
It seems to me you were getting the baby you wanted. Nothing else mattered. Your actions have had a severe, lasting impact on Miss Goskirk's well-being and that of her family.
And that's the truth.
Isn't it?
I therefore order a custodial sentence of 8 years. Do you have anything to say?
No, Your Honour, no.
Take him down.
How could you?
You okay? Only you've not said a word since we got back.
Kinda not moved to speak. So, was it real, all that, in the courtroom?
What are you talking about? Of course it was real. I was speaking from the heart. I mean, I know it was sort of out of the blue.
Too right. It was out of the blue. As in, bolt from. As in, I had no idea. And I'm just wondering when you decided this was going to happen.
I didn't decide anything.
Because, I mean, you'd done the statement.
I know, but I'd been worried about it for a few days. It wasn't sitting right with me, and I was only doing it for Ivy's sake. And then on the stand, I just couldn't.
Mm-hmm. With a big emotional outpouring.
I can't just turn that on and off. I just felt I had to tell the truth.
No, you telling the truth isn't my problem. It's you not sharing it with me in the first place. Because that kind of thing is getting to be a habit.
What is that supposed to mean?
Really? You really need it explaining. Okay, you decide to take Ivy away. You don't tell me. You decide to do some dodgy, underhand deal with Gus. Guess who doesn't get told then?
I told you eventually.
Eventually. And now, you ditch what I thought we'd agreed on, like you just said what we agreed on what was best for Ivy, and you send Gus away for the best part of a decade.
He got what he deserved.
And there it is. Right there. Got what he deserved. I mean, I'm sure you meant it, Rona, right from the heart, genuinely. But just because the tears are coming, it doesn't make it any less vindictive.
Oh, so I'm in the wrong after everything he did to our family?
It's not about our family, though, is it? It's about you. Nobody else in our family gets a look, and especially yours truly. You just go ahead and do what you do, and to hell with everybody else. And that is not who I fell in love with. I mean, I don't recognise you anymore.